everybody. We're back with another 101. I know I'm doing a lot of these, but I should fix my hair, right? Doing a lot of these, but this is the last one for a while. This is probably, of all my comments, all my messages, this is probably the number one question I get. And it's, what strings are you using? Well, I just put new ones on to try. And I think I found what I'm going to use. So, the strings that very first came on my Merlin when I bought it 2.5 years ago were D'Addarios. Now, you know D'Addario strings because they have little knobs on the end, little brass things they have. They're colored, so I don't know any other string manufacturer that has those. So I knew they were D'Addarios. And this was before Godin had their own strings. And those strings were probably the best strings I've ever had. And then I tried to find exactly what they were. And I never could. So then I bought a couple packs of the Godin strings. And I have to say, by far, they were the ones I disliked the most. From there, I bought the D'Addario strings to try and find what was originally on there, and I tried a couple different types, and I couldn't find exactly what I wanted for the sound. Then I tried, I have a whole pack of strings here of different ones I tried. I have to say the D'Addario strings that I found were probably the second best ones I liked. So what we got? So these are the D'Addario ones that I've been trying. They're okay. And then I have tried. Oh, we tried Ernie Ball. No. Just no. Fender strings, those are from something different. Ernie Ball, Fender. Martin Braun. Yeah, so the Ernie Ball, the D'Addario, and the Godin strings. I would rate them Godin the worst, Ernie Ball second worst, and the D'Addario was okay. Wasn't bad. I used them for quite a while because I bought quite a bit of them. But I was out of, I have the D'Addario strings left, but I have the higher gauge ones from my failed experiment of trying to change the key on the mahogany one. But I didn't have any of the 25, 16, 12s that should be on the Merlin. So today was an experiment. What I did was I used guitar strings. These are the strings I buy for my guitar. Now you're going to have waste because you have extra strings, and you're going to need an extra string to do your double. So what I did is I ordered D'Addario a 5-pack of 11 gauge. Now the reason I want 11 gauge is because the guitar strings I use, the bottom string is an 11, so instead of 12s, I figured it wouldn't make that much of a difference, and it doesn't. So I've got a Martin wound, a Martin plain, Martin plain, and then a D'Addario plain on the bottom two strings. So around Canada, when you look, the Godin strings are cheap. They're not too expensive, even though actually the Godin store was down the last time I was there. So I don't know what they are now. But dulcimer strings in general, looking in Canada, you're looking like $12 to $20 a pack for dulcimer strings. Like, no, come on now. And so the Martin strings in Canada, when I started buying them, they were like $20 a pack. Then they worked their way down over the years, and I was getting them for like $5 a pack here. Now they worked their way back up. They're over 10 again, which I don't understand. But I usually order my strings from a place in the States, an online store, Strings and Beyond. They have my Martin strings there for about $4 a pack. But they also have buy one, get one free at times. So you're getting a pack of strings for $2. If you got extras, who cares, right? Especially if you're paying more than that for a pack of Martin strings, and then a 5-pack of single strings, 11, cost me like $3 on Amazon. So what does it sound like? I like it. I think this is the best strings I have found, in my opinion. Especially for that 2-finger claw hammer stuff. Sounds really good for that. The thing is, I did look for a long time for Martin single strings, and they do have some, but they don't have the ones I like. What did I do with that bag? The Martin SPs, not the SP Plus. The SP Plus is coated strings. I hate those. But the Martin SP, acoustic SP, they are right there. Custom light, and then 80/20 phosphorus bronze. Where is that? Yeah, 80/20. They have 92/8s as well, which I've tried. I didn't care for it, like the 80/20s. So the thing about strings, though, here's the thing. Strings, it really comes down to you, your ear, your preference. I've used Martin strings on my guitars for years, and actually, about 2 years ago, I figured, okay, it's time. I'm sure there's new strings out there. And I went to the music store and I bought a pack of every acoustic string they had, and I tried them all. And just to see if there's something new, something better out there. And I ended up back with Martins. For acoustic, I haven't found anything better to my ear. But everybody's ear is different. I have friends that play and they swear by the D'Addario acoustic strings. They love them. I use D'Addario on all my electrics. But it's really preference. You got those new Elixir strings, the coated strings. I think they're great for electric because you can throw them on there and you can have them on there for a year. But for acoustic, I don't like them. They just don't have the flexibility that I like. And some people really like the brand new string sound, that you get the extra twang. I love it. I wish the strings always sounded like that. But you get about 3 days of that, and then they go to a balance for about a month, and then they start going downhill in my eyes. And that's usually when I switch them. Actually, what I started doing, I started putting on my guitar strings. I changed. This is about a year's worth. I have too many instruments is the problem. But, so that was that. And I really like that. But because I had to do a Martin and a D'Addario string, because I didn't have any single Martins, I kind of noticed. So the first string is a Martin. Second string is D'Addario. So the wound Martin, I love it. But I think the single D'Addarios sound better than the single Martins. Kind of rings a little bit more. Same gauge. So I think my next, because I know I can get single Martins wound. I just couldn't find the single plain. So I think my next experiment is going to be Martin wound, and then D'Addario plains. That's what I'm going to try next. But what I've got right now, I really liked it. Now, in that pack, focus. Those are the string gauges. We go from 11 to 52. Now, the 3 wound strings are 52, 42, and 32. I'm like, well, let's not let those go to waste. So I experimented. I know many of you haven't seen my mahogany one in a while. I've had it at work. I just brought it home this week. I'll get slow time at work during the winter, so I figured, why not? So now I got it home. So I originally tuned it up to G, G was too tight. I thought the whole thing was going to blow up. Then I backed it off to F. And now I got it back down to an E. So that's a low. The low is E, B, E. And then I had those extra D'Addario singles. Focus up, come on. So I put 14 as a plain string. I don't know, I gotta play around with it yet. I don't know if I like it. Intonation wise, that one isn't too bad. The high, the middle isn't too bad. The low is way off. But it's enough. I could take my file and I could change that the bridge a little bit to bring it better. I'm not going to, because with these string gauges, I'm not going to be playing up here anyway. I'm going to be playing here. And as long as I say 3 and back, it's not too bad. And I think this is just experiment. I don't think it's going to stay. So like I said, that is 50.052, 0.042, 0.032, and 0.014. I don't really care for it, I have to say. But I figured I had the extra strings, so I'd try it. And they'll stay like that for a while. I'll play around with it and see what I figure out, what I like. But that's it. That was my experiment. I really do like the Martin strings on the D model. Just sounds so crisp to me. And actually, since I got all my tools out and all my gear out, when you're changing strings, here's a tip. You start out with just by hand, and then you get one of those hand cranks. So I moved up a little while ago. Just a little electric battery electric screwdriver, and then you can get these string cups that have the hex drive on them. So much easier now. I don't know how I've gone all this time without them. That's my tip. Alright, that's it. So that's my take on strings. The Martin strings are still brand new. I just put them on literally 20 minutes ago. And they take time. So what I'll do is, in a week or two, in this video, in the description, I will do an update of how they're lasting. And because, like I said, you got about 3 days of the good new string sound, and then they even out into a more mellow sound that lasts for about a month. So I'll let you know what it sounds like when that happens, and we'll go from there. So that's it. That's my string review as of today. I think I'm still experimenting. I think I'm gonna still look around. I'll try that Martin D'Addario mix next time, and we'll go from there. So that's it. Practice, patience, have fun, and we will see you guys next time.